mini pretzels. I'm coming in with 1.5 pounds of milk chocolate right on top of our pretzels. Next, I'm adding 1.5 pounds of my white chocolate, all in my crock pot. We are adding all the kinds of chocolates today. So I have a bag of my dark chocolate chips, and we're gonna use this whole bag of chocolate chips with our pretzels and our big bricks of almond bark. Last but certainly not least, we have our Reese's peanut butter chips, and we're gonna use this whole bag of peanut butter chips. But if you don't like peanut butter chips, or if you have someone that's allergic to peanuts in your family, you can use butterscotch chips or those new caramel chips or some peppermint chips. All right, and that is all we're adding to our crock pot. We are gonna place this on low to ensure that our chocolate doesn't burn, but this is gonna be cooking low and slow. All right, it's been 2 hours on low. That almond bark looks like it is nice and melty. We're gonna give this a good mix. Oh, doesn't that smell so good?
Oh my goodness, it smells amazing.
Oh, this is gonna be so delicious. A salty sweet treat. Okay, that white chocolate isn't fully melted yet, but we do want to give this a good mix to make sure nothing gets burned in here. Luckily, the low setting doesn't really burn anything, so we are just gonna mix this up and get it nice and combined. Oh my goodness. All right, we had that chocolate in there for about 30 extra minutes, and now we are giving it its final mix. Oh, we got that beautiful milk chocolate color going. This looks absolutely perfect, right, babe?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat this right now.
But we are not done yet. We're gonna go ahead and move this to the side and bring in our sheet pan lined with wax paper. And I'm going to grab my crock pot insert because we are putting this right onto our sheet pan. All right, can you come in with this assist?
Yeah, I think I got you. Good.
All right, thank you. That wax paper didn't stay in place, but that's okay. We will kind of just move all of our delicious chocolate peanut butter covered pretzels so that we have a thinner layer than we have right now. We want it to go from edge to edge so that there's not too many huge clumps of these pretzels, but this looks absolutely delicious, huh?
Oh my gosh, I smell it. It's outrageous.
Oh yeah, it is gonna be a home run. This is such a great treat if you're going to a church potluck, or if you are wanting to bring a super easy, can't mess up treat to Easter. That's what I'm making this for. I'm gonna bring some to my neighbors too, because what is not to love? I think that looks like it is spread out enough. All right, now to make this a little bit more festive and fun, sprinkles. You can skip the sprinkles if you don't want extra sugar, but I mean, at this point, what's a little sprinkle? It's not gonna hurt you. And we want these to be extra festive and ready for Easter. But you can make these for any holiday, honestly. Valentine's Day, 4th of July, just change up the sprinkles. Oh, okay, I think that's plenty of sprinkles. Now we are going to pop this in the fridge for about 30 minutes so it can harden. Oh my, this is ready and it smells incredible. Now we are gonna break this apart so that they're more manageable, and we are going to put some gloves on because we are giving these to friends. All right, I'm trying to grab this corner. Oh, it is tough. Oh, there we go, that's what we wanted to happen.
Whoa, look at that.
And then we're just gonna start breaking off our pieces. And then just for the video, I have this cute little bunny platter that we are going to display these on. And then I'm gonna grab this little 3-piece right here.
Is it good?
That is really, really good. You guys are gonna absolutely love this.